pneumonia. And so yes, I was hospitalized, and x-rays were done, and they put in a drain, and my breathing went back to normal. Because when you have pneumonia, or when I have pneumonia, I don't know if maybe everybody feels like that, but I'm just talking out of my experience. It's like I'm choking, severe shortness of breath, and even when you're on oxygen, it's still the same. You're exhaling and inhaling very, very deeply. Yeah, if so sometimes when I just think about it, I want to exhale and inhale deeply. It's very uncomfortable, because everything, your whole being is just about breathing in and out. So yes, so when they put in the drain and everything was fine. I think they put in the drain after 11, that Friday night, and everything went back to normal. And then Saturday, I was walking in the aisle. I was walking, it was coming out of the bedroom, and something went wrong, and the nurse were looking at me, and she was saying, "Miss Adams, are you fine?" And I said, "No, I'm fine." I was so aware. I was so accustomed to breathing in deep, heavily. That was my normal day-to-day thing. And that I didn't notice it at first. And I said to her, "No, I'm fine." And then she went past me, and then I couldn't walk anymore. And I was already in the corridor, and I had to go back, and it was a struggle. And I reached the bedroom, and I sat down on a chair, and I couldn't understand. The drain was in. I thought to myself, maybe because the nurse said that I have to walk for the drain to get the fluid out. Maybe I was exhausted. I told myself I was exhausted, and I sat in the chair, and the first hour went fast, and I was still breathing heavily, and I didn't understand, because normally when the drain is in, everything is fine. And so I called the nurse, and I couldn't call the nurse, my voice, when you don't have oxygen, you won't understand if you don't experience it before. If you don't have oxygen or enough oxygen, it affects like your whole system. Let me say it like that. It affects your whole system. And so my roommates, they called the nurse, and I said to her, "But something is wrong. I can't. Something is wrong." I told her something is wrong. If she can call the doctor for me. And they did call the doctor, and she then called my doctor, which came in nighttime, and then she called her doctors again, and I was put back onto oxygen, and the Monday, was it the Monday? I was on oxygen. From that Saturday night, the Sunday, Sunday morning. No, Monday morning. Monday morning early. I think an auntie. I stood up the whole night, and the auntie, the auntie had enough of it because she said that I was staring at her. Said enough of it, and so she took something and beat the hell out of me in the hospital. Yeah, she beat me with that thing. I can't remember what it was, but she beat me with it, and then the nurses had to came and they took me out of the room and put me into another room. Yeah, all those crazy things happened there. But the nurses were very nice. The nurses were nice. They took me to a different room, and then no, they didn't move me yet. They talked to her, and in the morning, yes, they moved me. The morning they moved me, and then my doctor came in and she said she had some bad news that she had to give me, and that currently she did talk to the doctors higher up, and that there are nothing that they can do for me, and I basically have only 2 months left and to spend with my family. And yes, by that time, you know, I couldn't, it was so bad, I couldn't sit up. I was laying down, and then my family came, and before my family came, I think some of my people from some of my colleagues came, and a lot of people came. Oh, it was everything was blurred for me. And I just know that people was crying, and it was a lot of things. My boss were there that I can remember, and my colleague were there, and there was a referent from the church were there, the Dutch Reformed Church were there, and then some of my colleagues were there. As I said, everything, it was very blur because I wasn't myself at that time. I was say, just trying to breathe in and out. That was all I could do at that